Hello, YouTube. Welcome to my premiere episode of ham radio for non-techies. What is that, you ask? Stay tuned and find out. Hi, my name is Scott. My call sign is KI5NPL. I operate out of Houston, Texas, and this is my channel. Now, my background has been more in the digital world, doing websites, digital marketing, stuff like that, ranking websites with Google. So that's really my expertise. This became kind of a hobby for me as just something extracurricular to do. And since the pandemic happened last year, a lot of other people have also discovered ham radio and are getting into it in massive amounts, just mass amounts right now. This channel is going to be my way of trying to interpret all the lingo and terminology that's used in ham radio, because it can be really confusing. There's a lot of stuff in here that you're going to hear, a lot of stuff that when you get into ham radio, you have to learn and know about and this and that, and it can get really confusing. So what I'm hoping to do is bridge that gap between the terminology used and your understanding of it so that you can meld in and have a perfect union in this hobby. Ham radio is actually pretty fantastic, and like I said, I'm a new ham myself, and you might be asking, well, you're a new ham, what do you know? Well, I know enough to be dangerous at the moment, but what I'm going to try and do is, this channel is my growth as a ham radio operator, and I want to be able to share that experience with other people. I'm sure there's going to be people down the road, or you might be one of the viewers right now that's watching this episode and watching this channel, and you want to get into ham radio and don't really know what to do, where to start. I want to try to answer these questions in the least amount of confusing way possible, and try to take out all of the extra research and stuff. I basically want to save you the time from having to go online and look for these things, and just have a resource right here on this channel for you to be able to go, okay, I want to do this, and if there's a video for it, there'll be an explanation about what that item is. In future videos, I would also like to be able to do product reviews. There are many radios. I kind of went nuts with this. My wife allowed me to go kind of crazy with this whole thing. I got in a radio. I started off with a little handheld. Then I moved up to a base unit. Then I picked up a mobile unit for my truck, and I just got another one in today, which I'll have a review video on that. So I kind of went a little crazy with it, and maybe not everybody's in a position to do that. What I want to do is show you a way to purchase equipment, and I have people that I'll refer you to, companies I refer you to that are around the United States that have treated me very well. I am very brand loyal when I get good service, and I expect when I'm spending a couple $100 to a couple $1,000 on something, you don't want to just throw that money out the window on garbage. So hopefully, with my reviews and my experiences, I can save you a lot of aggravation and stress down the road in case you decide to go get, a handheld radio, a mobile unit, antennas, all this kind of stuff. It really does not have to be very difficult. People make it difficult. And like I said, when I first got into this, I had issues with people, or I watched YouTube channels, I read lots of books, read all this stuff, but a lot of these channels, they talk to you as if you've been in the hobby for a year or two. So they're saying stuff that I'm like, okay, what does that mean? You have to go look it up online and Google that. Oh, what does that mean? You got to look in a book and find that. It just takes a lot of time. So hopefully the goal of my channel is to help you guys figure all this stuff out and shortcut you to get you on the radio and start broadcasting. Now, another aspect, or another aspiration I have for this channel is I'd like to be able to find a way to bring in the younger people into this hobby. You look online, it seems to be like an old man's hobby, and it really isn't. There are people from all walks of life, all age groups, all genders, and they're out here on the radio and having a great time. There's a lot of cool things you get into it. There's ham radio, just getting into ham radio initially, you have, you get your technician license, and you go get yourself a little handheld or something. You have a couple, channels here and there you can play with. Well, when you want to upgrade that and get into the bigger channels and having a wider variety of channels available to you, then you go and get the other tests. And that's either the general or the final test is the amateur extra, which opens up pretty much everything to you. These tests require you to answer a certain amount of tests or a certain amount of questions correctly to pass. Once you pass, you get your license for that particular level, technician, general, or amateur extra. And that license is good for 10 years. You can always upgrade your license and expand the ham radio world to you. So I will be recommending ways to study. I will be showing you guys a couple cool things as I learn stuff. Like, keep in mind, I'm still brand new. But as I learn more stuff and learn more things that I find to be really interesting, I will put that up and make a video for that on this channel. I do encourage you to please check out the Facebook page. Please join that and support the channel a little bit. And let's have lively discussions. If you guys have things you want me to talk about and stuff like that, that'd be a great place to post that for now. And then later on, when I get more used to the YouTube channel methods of operation, then I'll be utilizing that and Facebook, maybe possibly go over to Discord and Twitch in the future. But for right now, I want to keep it simple. I want to get it all confusing. I want to make sure that the information I'm bringing to you is accurate. I want to make sure that it's informative, and I want to keep it interesting. Nobody wants to watch a video and somebody's just sitting there and they're like, and today we're going to have fun on the radio. It's not 1945 anymore. So we're going to try to keep this stuff up to date. And like I said, there's a lot of different things you can get into. Ham radio opens up many doors to many different things. You can go down all kinds of rabbit holes with this. I'm picking my battles one at a time as I become proficient in those things. Then I move on to something else that might catch my attention. I keep hearing about different things like APRS and DMR and Wires X. I'm learning about this stuff now. So don't hang on those last three things I mentioned. I'll talk about it in future videos. But yes, please join the Facebook page. Give me a chance here to earn your trust. Give me a chance to earn your loyalty. But I would appreciate it if you would like and subscribe this video here. Subscribe to my channel and make sure you hit the little bell so you get notifications for any future videos. And with that, I think I don't want to go off on the deep end on any major topic on this very first video. But there will be some new videos coming up. I will have some product reviews coming up, and I will have some really killer recommendations for you on different budgets as far as getting equipment. And I'll show you some fast track ways of getting your licensing. And you really, I know people out there like, oh, you got to get a license to talk on the radio. For ham radio, you do. If you're on like the family channels, the little walkie-talkies you get like at your local sporting goods stores, those are great. But they're good for, a very, very short distance. Ham radio, with the right setup, you can talk around the world. But to do that, you have to be licensed for it. Not having a license can get you in trouble with the FCC, and it's just not a good practice. The tests are not that difficult. I got my general I got my general 3 weeks after I got my technician. So I spent 3 weeks studying for it. Off and on. I've got a regular job. I do web design, and I got clients, I got students, I got to teach WordPress. So I've got all these different things going on. But in the middle of all that, I managed to learn the answers and stuff and the questions and study for my general. Went in, took it. I got 33 out of 35 questions and got my general. And here I am. So with that, guys, I'm going to cut it out for now, but I appreciate you checking out my channel. Please like and subscribe. This is Ham Radio for Non-Techies, and I will see you next time.